it's not enough to hear lectures. It's not enough to read books. But you must absorb them into yourself. You must experience them personally. And if we do this, then that's where the attunement comes. People can quote all sorts of scriptures. They can refer to obscure passages in erudite books. But if they're not living them, what good is any of it? There's a beautiful story from the life of St. Francis of Assisi, one of the great saints of Christianity. And Master called him his patron saint. And Master actually visited Assisi when he was in Europe, 1935-36. And he said, on the little forest paths of Lerimo, many of us have been there, he said, I felt Christ everywhere in Assisi, but on the little forest paths of Lerimo, I felt him, I saw him walking by my side. And St. Francis was a saint of humility, of renunciation, of joy, of total self-offering. And he really gave a new birth to the Catholic Church, which is that time had fallen into, like perhaps present times, had fallen into rigidity, power, bureaucracy, and the inspiration was gone. And this simple little monk, simple little young man with such love for God, he returned the spirit of Christ to that church. And at a certain point in his life, he would wander from town to town begging. All he had were his little threadbare robes, a little begging bowl, but he had a Bible, and he would read the words of his beloved Christ every day, every evening. And one day in his wanderings, he spied along the side of the road an old beggar woman. She was broken down, her body was old, and she no longer could work, and she could barely see, but she kind of heard someone walking by on the road, not realizing that he had nothing more than she did. And she said to him, "Sir, can you give me something?" And Francis looked at what he had, and all he had was his begging bowl and his Bible. He needed his begging bowl to get food to eat. And so he gave her his beloved Bible. And then that night he came back to the little cave where he was staying, and he was weeping. And he said, "Lord, I can't even read your word now. I've given away even that." And Christ appeared to him and said, "My child, you don't need the words on paper. My words are written in your heart." And that's what it means to be in tune. But just to be able to know that the living word of God and Guru radiate from your own heart. This is what we all need to do. Listen to a talk by Master or Swamiji, read their words, but then live it. Apply it in your own life until you know what they're talking about. Otherwise, it's just sea foam on the surface.